Well, this is a veggie update, starting with the porch with the shade cloth installed. Kathy's plants all in great shape. Ben's porch swing, which he loves. And then a quick look out into the yard. Cherry tomatoes and cantaloupe vines and some watermelon vines. I'll go out and get a closer look. Just got through cutting the grass after we returned from Hilton Head. More later. Well, lots of cherry tomatoes. That need to be picked. This is the weaker vine, but it sure has had a lot of tomatoes on it. That's my cantaloupe vine that is going to start taking over this side of the backyard, and those are watermelons right there. Distinct difference between the vine, watermelon vine, cantaloupe vine, cherry tomato plant. You can see it's got some pretty cherry tomatoes that need to be picked. Lots of them. Different view. Looking down, lots of cherry tomatoes to be picked. Cherry Tomato City. Now you can see my cantaloupe vines are beginning to overflow the parsley plant and the chives. I don't think they're chives or something else, but I don't even know what I'm looking for on that plant. This is a pear tree that I planted in honor of Mom and Dad, and it's still trying to produce fruit. This is my beefsteak tomato that's finally sprouting forth some yellow flowers. And down at the bottom are my cantaloupe vines that are beginning to overrun and fill in the area, I hope. From the tree house north. Take a closer look at Tomato City. Tomato City has some really nice tomatoes. No infestations that I know of. Beautiful plants. There's one that's starting to show a little color. Down underneath there, I believe is here's my biggest tomato right here. And another big one right there. And down at the bottom, the cantaloupes are beginning to sprout forth and overflow. Tomatoes, cantaloupes. Looking south along the fence, I've got purposely trying to have the cantaloupe vines spread out and go in all directions as long as it's on the dirt and not into the pampas grass. The honeybees are really populating my flowers. This is probably my biggest cluster of cantaloupe vines. Lots of flowers. single little plant, but a couple of nice runs developing. And this could be my longest run right here, stretching forth. I'm going to let them fill in the area between the pampas grass. This is my longest watermelon vine right here from that one little planter. It's growing and getting larger. I'm hoping it'll just run right on down and populate the cantaloupe area as well. A couple of flowers on the watermelon. This first little bed is the cantaloupes. And here are my watermelon vines finally springing forth and spreading. I would like to get this whole area filled in with healthy watermelon and cantaloupe vines by the end of July. July 1st is next week. But it's exciting to have some watermelon vines that's showing strength. Finally is my watermelons on the shady side. I hope they get enough sun. They're getting some sun right now. But that back one might not be getting enough sun, but the vines are spreading, and I'm trying to direct them into good areas. So as I back away, well, I just filled up didn't fill up, but I put lots of clippings from cutting my yard in the worm bed. I'll let it sit for a while and then turn it. There's plenty of worms down in that bed. Best our yard has ever looked. I've been watering it almost every day, trying to fill in the spots like that. One more thing to show you. Well, over on the right side of my backyard is this cantaloupe and pineapple planter. I had the kind of like screen door mesh tacked up on the inside of the rectangle, but I found out by pulling them down and letting the vines grow outward, it's doing a lot better. And this is the other side. So that's the tree house right back there. Oh yeah, one more thing to show you. Those are my cucumbers, and my Charleston gray watermelons are beginning to spring forth a little bit. But my raspberries red and raspberries black have never even seen the first growth. I'm hoping those watermelons really take off, and the cukes would be okay. The squash did not make it. This could be due to the work that we had done. Just had the trim of our house painted, and when they were working here, it could have very well dropped chlorine or something into the plants. More later.